Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video. I'm going to be doing loads of different makeup stuff and beauty stuff and fashion stuff. For my first video, I thought I'd do, I didn't click start, yes I did. Okay, I thought I'd do a video for trans women or people who are just starting off with makeup who are a bit intimidated and see it on Instagram, like, starting off basically, and these are the tricks that I use for a natural everyday look, just to start off, because it's my first video, so I thought I'd start off easy, and I'm just going to dive right in. The first thing I'm going to do is, because I have obviously discoloration around my mouth, my sideburns, I'm mixed race, you see, so I get thick black hair, it ain't it, and basically, consult any greener. And basically, what I like to do, because I love makeup, you see, which I hope this helps people who also love makeup but are not very good at it, because I'm not the worst, a bit more, but I'm not the best either. So hopefully this will just inspire anyone who's maybe not good at makeup or not the best, like what you see on other YouTube channels or videos and stuff, and you're like, oh, I'm not too good at makeup, but I can't really achieve that. This proves that you can have fun with makeup, whether you're good or bad or not, and it's just an easy instruction that anyone can do with little stuff you have. Just going to slightly dust a bit of powder on those bits so they don't go too much in the foundation, and then what I'm going to do is get I'm going to put all the products I use down below, and what I'm going to do is use a stick, or you can use a cream foundation, just something that's thick, and just put it on those areas. Do not blend it yet, just let it sit on your skin and kind of mold, like, I think the heat, I don't know if it's because I'm not a professional, but it kind of like blends the heat from your skin, kind of makes it matte, so it thickens it a little bit, so it's good coverage and it just blends easy. And what I'm going to do now while I'm waiting for that is do my eyeshadow. Now, for my eyeshadow, because I have very dark eyes and stuff around, it's just not it, so I'm going to use this really bad mousse that I got that I thought would be a good foundation, and it's not. It's a really good like eyeshadow primer to put colours on, let your colours last. It's very pretty, it blends easily, so it's not wasting any money and it's having its usage. What I am going to do for my makeup, for my eyes, I'm just going to use my my fingers basically. Start off, and what I'm going to do is, because obviously I know not all trans people are out and they just do stuff at home, they experiment, or they're not very good at blending, so I'm going to use my fingers because it's supposed to be easy, and you can pick, I'm picking like a pinkish, champagne-ish colour and just putting it all over my lids. Just simple, and then just slightly on there, just make it a little frosty but still very pink and pretty. And then I'm going to get a brush and just dip it into like a darker pink, and just slightly go on the outside of my eyes. Just keep blending. I mean, you think you're done blending or you're not too sure, just blend a little more. You'll know when it looks. And if you think your brush isn't doing it, just do your hands. Because what this is going to do is, because I don't want it too bold, because it's supposed to be natural everything, so it's just to slightly pull it outwards Then I'm going to, I'm so unorganized, not even filming when a camera, you're literally on a leave-in conditioner, leaning up there on my phone. So, because I don't do professionalism, because maybe when I can afford being professional, it'll be professional. Anyway, I'm just gonna dip into a brown and just go on my lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna smoke it out with your eyes there and slightly drag it out. If you need just to make it a bit more of an almond shape, use one finger that maybe got right into blend and then just the nail, if you want, to wipe some away just to get that very shape. This is all about just shaping the eyes instead of bold colour. I'll do that in other videos. This is just supposed to be simple. And I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad. I tried to film this video several times and I just got, even though I'm a very confident person, I just got too anxious because obviously, you know, I want to put this on the internet and I just couldn't do it. And now, okay, now that the eyes are done-ish for now, just ever so lightly blend, and don't forget to blend it onto you, like blend the cream in. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see, but I can see, I have a tiny bit more discoloration there, so, because it takes ages to think. So now that I've got the base and looks somewhat smooth, I'm just going to get my finger, get this on, and just slightly dab it on to add the layers, but because it's on my finger instead of a brush, it's just blending lightly and adding light layers, because I don't like my foundation to look too much like foundation. I like it to look very skin-like, very soft, just skin, because again, it's everyday, so you want to trick people to think you've got nothing on. Okay, now I'm going to use foundation. I usually use a tinted moisturiser for these areas, but my tinted moisturiser, it doesn't get a lighter colour, even though I'm not that light. It doesn't have a lighter colour. So, and obviously everyone's been in quarantine, so I've not seen any sun. So I'm just trying this foundation out. Now I'm just going to put the tiniest dots here, because I don't want too much, because I've already got loads of coverage on the places where I want coverage. So this is just to cover light stuff, even though I've got a couple of zips here, so I might have to put a tiny bit more. Anyway, you can just do this with your fingers, you know, just like you would with moisturizer or sunblock. Just, it looks a lot more sheer. If you want more coverage, you could just use that stick foundation all over. I recommend, because I know, for me personally, when you put too much foundation on your trans, sometimes if you've got loads of texture in your skin, for me, it makes it look not obvious, but there's nothing wrong with it in my opinion. I think people know you're trans, they know you're trans, but I know some people can get a little self-conscious about it. So I think when there's loads of powder and loads of foundation, you could I don't know, it just looks like cakey, and you know, that's great for pictures. And when you go into the club and you're going drinking and there's loads of lights, it looks amazing. But for day-to-day face-to-face, when you go into stuff like coffee, or if you're going to work, it just, you can tell, which I like my face to just look fresh. Sorry, it was a car driving past, just fresh and like just look up like this, clean, glowy, fresh skin. So now I'm just going to add, oh no I'm not, I'm going to do my contour. first. I don't like to contour too much because I just contour the double chin and then ever so slightly put a little bit here, like the tiniest bit, just add the tiniest bit of, I'm going to put a bit more there, just the tiniest bit of shadow. So it's not really contouring, it's more just adding a tiny shadow just to slightly bring it up. And then this is contour because I have so many chins, because obviously it's fall, and I don't know about everyone else with fall, but for me with fall, I just love to home cook stuff, very comfort food, and then I don't like to do any walks or runs because obviously it's too cold. It's too cold. Autumn and fall, winter, those are my months where I can be a little bit chilly. Okay. I mean, I can be a bit chilly in the summer too. Motivation. It's all about motivation. I'm gonna do the JLo lip thing where they just put a bit of tan there, and I put too much, but I'll put highlighter on in a minute, so it's fine. Okay, more for this to the eyes. Add where you've added that brown, and slightly drag it up on both sides. I know it looks crazy. And just blend it upwards. So it kind of drags it, and then we add some light, well, you'll see. Just add that there, and I just get whatever remained on my nose. I don't like to contour my nose too much, even though I have quite a big-ish nose. I kind of think it fits my face, and I kind of like it, so I don't contour it too much. It's just to add darkness to my face, doesn't look all... It kind of just blends it a little bit, instead of just a white bit here, and then colours around here. It won't work for me. Okay, now I'm just going to add concealer. I do quite a bright shade because like I said, I have a really dark. So for this, I just like it, and then just slightly, see where that brown is? Just slightly go underneath it to drag it up, and a little bit of eyeliner there. So I'm just going to put the tiniest bit here. And I'm going to use, you can use your fingers for all this stuff, really. You don't need brushes. Your fingers are just makeup tools you were born with. So if obviously, like I said, you know, trans women or people who are just new at makeup don't know what to buy, and you kind of just learn, and just to start off, just use your fingers. You can literally use your fingers to blend anything makeup-wise. These are just what I like to do preference-wise for mine because it's quicker, even though I'm not going anywhere. But it's, you know, for me, you can see my extensions are due to be done. But again, it's quarantine, and they're just thing with my roots, but they're not getting done until February because my hair's just fried from all the bleach because I'm pitch black, and it just, to go blonde, it took everything. It took everything. I might put a bit more lightness, just ever so slightly here. Like I said, it got really dark. I think it's a very good mix of Egyptian, you see. So half Arab. I don't know. It's just a heritage thing. We just get really dark bags and circles. I might add this above the dark bits that I've got there, because I think I've got too much on, and it looks like I've got a slight bit of moustache. And I'll just put the tiniest dot on the finger of my nose and just brush it upwards, and then dab it in. Yeah, I do my brows, but because obviously it's quarantine, I haven't really been getting a wax. I've just been lazy and shaving those parts of my eyebrows and then drawing them on. I'm not going to do any tutorials of that, but it's my first video. I'm a bit nervous. I need my eyebrows to give me my confidence, so sorry YouTube. No. Okay, next is blush. I like to use, well, it's not a cream blush, it's just my lipstick, and I think because I've gone for quite a natural thing, I can go a bit, I can go quite pinky with the blush, because I have quite olive skin. The pinker, the better. This is quite like a peach. I personally like to go just across the nose there, and then slightly there, and then I'll do more blush to see what I need now, because that's just what I want for now. And if I want to add blushes in more places, see, it just makes you look ever so cute. I don't always put the blush here, it's just because I'm so natural, so like natural colours, so I want it to look very skin-like. I want it to look almost like, well, like I said, I'm not wearing anything, even though, like, effortless, even though it obviously wasn't effortless, because I spend, obviously I'm doing it quick-ish here now, but I normally like to take my time. It's like makeup. Obviously makeup is different for everyone. Some people treat as a mask to hide is obviously very sad, and then other people, just like Christina's off my lips, other people, you know, just see it as something you just have to do to get ready, almost like a chore. And I personally think, and I think everyone should do it, try to see it this way, as almost like a time to almost celebrate yourself. I normally do my makeup, I normally have something like tea or coffee if it's morning, and then if I'm going out, maybe like a cocktail, and then I'll have music on, almost like a time just to celebrate yourself, touch your skin, have fun, you know, just enjoy yourself with creating whatever look you want to look. But obviously, it's going to put round my lips so it looks like I've been having a chopstick thing, and I definitely put too much on. I'm going to go over that with a beauty blender, because I did too much. Yeah, definitely too much. I'm just going to go around that with concealer, because I ruined it. That's what I get for trying to be creative too much. But, yeah, I definitely went through the stage, especially when I first transitioned, where makeup was, well, when I started doing makeup, it was more like what I like now, so like an art, creative explores. But then obviously, I don't know, you just come across some people, and I, you know, sometimes go, oh, you can't wear that because it doesn't look feminine, or you shouldn't do that to makeup, it's not feminine, it's not girly, it's just not it. And because I used to like, obviously, I like the colours, obviously not to make natural, basic, and obviously some people just go, oh, you have to look feminine if you want to go into society. And people said to me, obviously the blonde doesn't look feminine, because I used to be blonde when I first transitioned, and then I went back to my natural, which is like black. I've only just recently gone back blonde, and I got to a part where I just put makeup on because it was a thing, because I was a bit, not insecure, well, yeah, a little insecure, but I just didn't want to stand out too much, but still wear makeup, where, it's like a personal journey. You just have to realize makeup is for you to express yourself, and not just how other people want to see you, or a chore. I think makeup is, it's obviously, if you want to use makeup, that's fine, but I'm saying, trying to see, for people who love makeup or who are beginner at makeup, try to see it as a time to express yourself in every single way possible, to have fun, especially when, for trans people, makeup is dresses, all a fantasy, and then when you finally do it all, you experiment a little at home, you do whatever you want to express yourself. Don't just do what you see on Instagram or even YouTube. This is just a small guide thing for what you can do. Don't just follow what everyone else says you should do. You should do what you want to do, and feel pretty and feel sexy however you want to do, instead of how everyone else wants you to look. And makeup, I think, is a perfect way to express how you feel on the outside. Like, if obviously it's a gloomy day and maybe you're not so good, maybe have grey tones, and then when you have that time to get ready, even though it's very grey, your makeup look might look, it's still very, like, time to take to yourself to maybe prepare yourself for the day. Again, especially trans people or anyone who's different, to be honest. Sometimes you have to take a breather before you go out in the world, because not everyone is that nice, so sometimes you need to take time to breathe and prepare yourself. Okay, I'm just going to do a bit of powder. I don't like to powder everywhere. I'm going to bake. I don't like to bake everywhere because it does kind of just cake. So I bake around, make like a goatee of powder, and then I like to leave that because it'll brighten around that, because obviously I put less powder on now because it's autumn, so it's cold, you don't know, I have really oily skin, you don't need as much powder, you don't need it. So I like to put it around that, because obviously you're drinking and eating, sometimes it can smudge around there, and obviously we've just color corrected that, we've just perfected it, we've just brightened it, so you want to like, just make sure it doesn't move. The rest of it, I don't mind, it won't soak into your skin, but it will, like your blush and stuff, will kind of just look more like, blend into more like skin, depending on what you use for foundation. If it's thick, it'll look thick, basically. And I'm just going to ever so lightly spread the foundation powder around there, and I like to put the tiniest bit on my forehead because I have you can't see because it's terrible lighting. I'm going to do another video tomorrow with a different look. I don't know what I'll do. I think it'll probably be an autumn themed look, and you'll see my texture a lot more then. Obviously now, nerves got the better of me when I was doing this. Yeah, now the lighting is not that good, but I thought if I don't do it now, I'll end up talking myself out of doing it, and this is something I really want to do as a channel and stuff that would uplift trans women, advice for people who, well, not just trans women, anyone who maybe doesn't, because although I do think I'm very beautiful, I'm maybe not like the society's view of beautiful. I'm just going to put a bit more lip balm on, so I feel like it'd be nice to see someone who looks a bit more like everyone else, or doing makeup, and because again, you're not on a tripod, you're just leaning on something on my phone, so I can't really do outfits and stuff now, because I can't show you my whole outfits and stuff, so I'm going to start off with makeup, and then give trans advice, and hopefully uplift in life, because obviously trans people, well, everyone needs, a bit of positivity talking, and all that kind of stuff. Everyone, we all enjoy positive talking and uplifting stuff. So hopefully this channel can be that. Easy makeup, simple makeup, but also, uplifting. I feel like I kind of like, obviously I'm going to eventually get a camera, I kind of like that it's on my phone, because then it's less like a YouTube channel giving you advice, and it's more like, you just on you're on your phone, FaceTime to your new best friend, talking about makeup, all that kind of stuff. It's a little more welcoming and a little bit more charming. Well, hopefully, it's more charming. I'm just going to go over that bit, the dark bits, with a powder contour. It looks very grey, but a light, but it's a lot more darker when you put it on. So just shape these bits. You can contour these bits, but I don't like to, so when I'm doing an everyday look. We'll do a look when we do more contouring, maybe tomorrow. And now I'm going to do my lower bits. I'm going to continue on my eyes. Let's just do the powder contour, and we'll just slightly, no, that's not that thing we did. Okay, never mind, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the dark brown that we used to, actually, we'll use this shiny pink to draw some attention to your eyes. Looks still quite subtly. Just put it there. And just go from the inner bits to the middle, because we're going to do more to the bottom. We'll just put the outer bits here, and then we're going to get the brown that we used on the outer bits there to smoke it, and just do it on the outer bit to lift it up. But like in a very sort of way. See, my eyes are a lot more lifted now. And that's it. For the eyes, and then I'm gonna add, oh, we'll do a highlighter now. So I'm just looking at my brushes, whatever they are. I like to use normally the same brushes for everything, because I don't know, I just think I don't need that many brushes. I'll do the same brush for the same spot, and I'm just going to put this where I want to be shiny and glowy. Oh, by the way, all these stuff, because obviously in a trans woman when they're building up the makeup collection, not all of us have a lot of money to build up. So all the stuff that I'm using, and I will try to keep it consistent throughout the other videos, is very affordable and, you know, cheap. Because obviously when you're paying for all your travels, whatever doctors you're going to, or you're building up a wardrobe, you know, you don't have a lot of money to spare. It's just the reality you live in. Obviously if you do, that's amazing, that really is. But I know, because I came out when I was 16, I'm 21 now, so clothes shopping, all my clothes, when I built it was Savas, clothes I bought, which my fashion months when I started, was not the best. It was just not it. I mean, my fashion months isn't not amazing now, I'm not gonna lie. It has its own unique little thing. I just look older than what I am. I like very, the French kind of businessy, casual kind of look. That's more me, which a lot of people my age maybe do not dress that way. But most of my clothes were clothes I bought, or I'm just gonna put a bit more highlight, or clothes I got left over from my mum. And my mum is upset a bit, but she was we didn't have the same style. She was a lot more casual. This is a very casual top, but this is my makeup top, because I always get makeup, well, sometimes I get makeup all over my clothes, powder. Normally when I'm doing my makeup, I'm normally listening to music and dancing and getting my best life. So normally powder, everything, flying with it, because I'm doing all the struts, all the runway walks, all the poses, all the voguing, everything. So I always get powder or makeup on my top. So this is a very basic top that I don't mind getting makeup on. I used to be a lot worse when I started, because I used to get it just on the walls, on my clothes, everywhere. It's very messy. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just curl my lashes. I know this contraption, to anyone who, again, is new to makeup, looks absolutely terrifying, but I promise you, you know where your eyelids are. Okay, if you just pull it, go in and then and then you'll just lightly, if you feel a bit of skin, obviously just lightly go like that, and then if you can feel a bit of skin, do not pull it down, hold it down. But if you can't, which you do get the hang of it, anyway, just do that on the curled, and then when you put mascara on, you'll see the difference. Boom. With hair on the mascara brush, probably for my extensions. See the difference between the eyes, because my lashes are just, they need a lot of help. And I'm just going to do, I might do this eye with just mascara and not curl it, just so you can see the difference of what curling does. And then I'll curl it, because I normally do another coat and curling mascara once these are dried anyway. So this, and don't worry if you don't look cute for mascara. No one does see the difference. It does to your eyes. You need to curl your lashes. It's very important. Well, it's important to me. If you have naturally curly lashes, I hate you first of all. Jealous, but if you don't, this is just it. Again, no one looks cute curling the lashes. It just... Well, if you do, it's a very, very amazing talent because I couldn't even if I tried. Okay, now I'm just going to put the tiniest bit more of it. It's like a translucent powder. Wrong brush. Where it's a very angled brush, and I'm just going to use it because we didn't really contour that much. So just, can't really see with mine, but just slightly sharpen it there to again pull your face up, which I know a lot of people, if you don't like that, to make it more feminine, you don't have to do it because obviously the whole point of your face more feminine is, well, for trans people or people who have more like shaped stuff, it's better to make it just make all your sharp edges blend in. Me personally, I don't mind it when I have a bit of shape and all the stuff are standing out like my cheekbones. Well, I don't have cheekbones, but when I'm faking cheekbones, they stand out. And now I'm going to finish off with the lips, and I'm going to do, I'll do a very easy lip look, that you could do so easily. Just do you need a brown lip liner. Do it like, I use a very dark one and then just blend it with my lip, like my finger if I need to lighten it. But what you want to do is, if you're a bit scared about getting it uneven, don't overdraw all your lips. Just see where you got that glow highlighter on your lips, just go above that, and then because mine's obviously a lot darker, if you don't get that, just get it like one shade, again very nudie brown. I had it was a NYX nude truffle, and then my sibling stole it from me, didn't know, and then when I said, did I leave my lip liner there, he was like, no, I have no idea where it is. Months later, found it in the bitch's drawers. So now I just don't wear anything in my makeup, and this is the best one that I could do in not short notice, but this one I just bought, and I'm too cheap to buy, well, not too cheap, but too lazy to buy the other brand with lipstick, because this I make work for me. And then I'm going to put, let's go with just a gloss, because we're going quite natural. Obviously tomorrow, if I upload it after tomorrow, I'm going to do more of a fall look, so with like more colours and stuff, but this is just supposed to be simple. I'm going to do, it's like, it has like loads of sparkles in, it's very frosty. I'm going to put that over, and as you see, when I put it with the round lip liner, it just looks like natural lips. If you want a bit of extraness, sometimes, if there's just not enough colour in your lips and it seems bland, when I find it, this will do. I can't find it. Oh no. Yes, I can. Get a slightly reddish gloss and just do it. Follow your inner lip line. And then put it on the top. And add like a bit of it, and then get a very thin. I use this for my eyeshadow, but it's fine for this. If you just wipe on your hands, it's fine. Just follow slightly above that and then blend it. Oh, sorry, that's from the inner corner as well. My bad. And I also like to do, because I haven't done the bottom lashes yet, this is what we do. I like to see where your eye, look forward, see wherever your eye goes, and just slightly, this, I wouldn't do if you've got sensitive eyes or you're not going to want to try it. But not everyone can, I don't know if it's called tight line, whatever it is, and I just put it slightly on the inner bit. Don't go too far in, just have to go in the middle and outward. You can't really see it, but in the light it makes it just look a lot more cuter. This is not attractive. These videos are not videos that are going to get me a boyfriend. They're just not it. And that, oh no, it's not it. I'm just going to brush my hair. Not it. It needs doing. So there, I'm just going to do setting spray just to lock it all in, because again we didn't put loads of powder on because it's autumn. Sometimes I don't like putting loads of powder in unless it's places where I need it, but I didn't because again it's fall. So I'm going to set it this so it's still quite glowy and it'll last. So, and then just fan it off until it feels dry, and if it looks, I haven't got anything problem. Normally sometimes you get blotches on, and not blotches, but it just looks a bit weird on some areas, like drops. Sometimes you just stipple it in. With this, I don't need to, but that's just an example of what you could do. And right, this is my first ever YouTube video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this will help someone who's starting off with makeup or a bit insecure and just tries it at home. Hopefully this will help someone how to do a natural plain look. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video, and I'll leave my Instagram, if I figure out how to do it, in the description and stuff, so you can follow that and you'll see my other makeup looks where they're a bit more, and I would love it if you're going to recreate this look to show, like if you're starting off with makeup, please by all means send it to me. I would love to see how you start off with create like this look, and then maybe look at my other pictures and give suggestions on what you'd like to see me recreate that's a bit more colourful, and then this. But again, we're starting off slow. First video, I don't want to do too much. So, thanks for watching.